What do you think about the so-called Qatargate?
It's a scandal of epic proportions. I've been working in Brussels for over 25 years and we've never seen anything like it. It's unprecedented both in terms of the amounts of money involved, but also in terms of the number of people involved.
Who else is involved?
Well, there are several names now that are being mentioned. Yesterday, the European Public Prosecutor also asked for the lifting of the immunity of a second MEP, not directly related, it seems, to the Qatar investigation, but nevertheless also a case of an MEP being accused of wrongdoing. And we think that there will be more names coming out in the next few weeks as this investigation unfolds. The request to lift the immunity of two MEPs comes from the European Public Prosecutor, and that's a relatively new body that has only recently been set up, and it's a sign that that new body is showing its teeth and proving effective. So it's a historic moment in a way that this is happening.
Recently, you said that this scandal is only the tip of the iceberg. What do you mean by this?
Well, two things really. I think first of all that we think that this scandal is widening and that there will be other names that will come up in the investigation inevitably. That this is not limited to the people who have been named so far. And secondly, we think it's not just in relation to the alleged bribery by Qatar and other countries, but we think that this kind of influence buying may be taking place on a larger scale, also on different topics. And those cases need to be exposed.
Do you have evidence?
We do. In fact, we last week decided to received an anonymous tip-off, which we decided to refer to Olaf, the EU anti-fraud agency, and I think there will be other cases that will come up in the next months too. Most of the evidence around this is anecdotal, and the reason for that is in a way quite simple, which is that it's very hard for people inside the European Parliament to report wrongdoing. There is no protection for whistleblowers.
Are we talking about a few bad apples or a whole rotten barrel? What's your opinion on the issue as Brussels are trying to come to terms with the scandal?
Definitely a few bad apples. I think it's difficult to say how widespread this is. There's plenty of anecdotal evidence that suggests that it's not uncommon for MEPs to accept trips to sunny foreign destinations when there is not a clear link to their work. And there is really a culture of impunity in Brussels where these kind of activities have been possible without proper scrutiny. Many MEPs, I think, feel that they are untouchable in some way, that the rules don't apply to them.